January 21st, 1973, a Sunday, Abbey Road Studios, London. Claire Torrey got a call she almost turned down. Pink Floyd needed a female vocalist. Tonight. Claire wasn't famous. She was an EMI staff singer, covers albums, session work, jingles. She barely listened to Pink Floyd. But Abbey Road was Abbey Road, and £30, double rate for a Sunday, was real money. When she arrived, the band played her an instrumental, Richard Wright's piano, soaring and melancholic, building toward something vast and unknowable. The Dark Side of the Moon was nearly complete, but this track, it needed something they couldn't name. No words, no melody, just a chord sequence. See what you can do. Claire froze. She'd never been asked to improvise pure feeling without language. Her first attempt? Oh yeah, baby. Standard session singer instinct. The band shut it down immediately. If we wanted that, we'd have got Doris Troy. So Claire stopped thinking and just felt. What came out wasn't singing. It was grief. It was rage. It was surrender. Her voice climbed, desperate, soaring, breaking. Half a dozen takes. Then the engineers compiled the best moments. The result? Arguably the most powerful vocal performance in rock history. After the session, Claire assumed they'd shelve it. She took her money, left, and had dinner with her boyfriend. Months later, she walked past a record shop. A strange black album with a prism caught her eye. She opened the sleeve. Her name was there. Vocalist, The Great Gig in the Sky. The Dark Side of the Moon sold over 50 million copies. It has spent nearly 1,000 weeks on the Billboard 200 chart. People played Claire's voice at funerals, at memorials, in their darkest moments. Millions of dollars in royalties flowed. None of it to her. For 32 years, Claire received no songwriting credit, no royalties, just that one £30 session fee. Because in 1973, if you improvised a vocal over someone else's track, legally, you were just a performer. But Claire hadn't performed someone else's melody. She had created the melody. Every note, every phrase, every emotional arc. That's composition. In 2004, Claire Torrey sued Pink Floyd and EMI. Not for revenge, for recognition. The case went to Britain's High Court. In 2005, they settled out of court. From that day forward, every pressing of the album carries the words, "Vocal Composition by Claire Torrey." Pink Floyd asked her to make a sound for something beyond language. She gave them the sound of a human soul confronting death. She was paid £30. She waited 32 years. But the truth is there now, pressed into every copy. Her name, her melody, her immortality.